Evening peeps, evening, welcome back to the channel. Bit of a special one tonight, so a mid-season break for the P1 boys, leaving their multi-class league behind for a week, but this week we have gone for a full-on 80s, 90s boy racer night. So all the cars you would have been drooling over as a kid, maybe some of you, maybe that your dads were drooling over as a kid, because some of us are that old. But yeah, it's all the 80s and 90s. What can I see? I can see Audi Quattros, I can see Subarus, Celicas, Skylines at the minute in the lobby. Oh, there's a little Renault, and they've got Bop on, and they've got Catch Up on, and Slipstream on strong. So it's going to be very close, very fast racing. A bit of chaos as well, we hope, but all for fun. No points in this one. It is just a bit of a laugh. Track choice is by myself. They've given me free reign to choose tracks, so I've picked a few out last week, and I've got them on a random wheel of doom that I'll show you in a second. Merch still available, people. T-shirts and stickers. Hit me up, darksmoker@googlemail.com. Outside of that, oh no, I want to turn that off. There we go. Evening, people. Here we are then for this. So I've got the wheel of doom. Hold on, where's the camera gone? There you go. With all the selections on, and I've already picked the first race. We're at Largo Maggiore for the full Largo Maggiore experience here. Tricky course. I wanted to make it a little bit tricky. I didn't want to just give them straights and you know, or anything like that. I wanted to make it a little bit pretty for them. So I've actually chosen tracks that aren't very often picked. It might not be the choice you boys like, but shouldn't have given me free reign, should you? Hey, shouldn't let me loose. So yes, race one is Largo Maggiore. I'm not showing you where the others are. You may have seen it on that little up to the camera thing, but you know, if you don't see it quick enough, then you don't know. So yes, they've got different cars to use. Like I say, anything from the 80s or 90s, any of the hot hatches that you would have been drooling over as a kid, seen in Max Power, that sort of thing, or in any of the old school car shows. But only 8 in the lobby at the minute. We've got Apache Tyre Slayer Manny, Ice Chand Mocking Weeks. Let me put some sound on so you can hear these beasts. Captain Pugwash Pilgrim and Obi. But Obi, I think... Oh no, Mocking's saying he doesn't know what car to use, even though he's in the Renault. Obi's in the lobby, but he hasn't chosen a car. Tyre Slayer's ditched his car. He's gone for something else. So again, it is just a bit of fun tonight. It is just pulling out the old 80s, 90s classics that we all used to want. And we're going to have a few little, I think they're 10-minute races throughout the night. First is, I'm not sure if it's a random grid for the first one or if they're going to have a little one-shot qualifier. But it's reverse grids from the previous race for the rest of the night once race one is done. How are we all doing tonight anyway, people? All right? 6 people watching. Evening. Mr. Sayers, long time no here. Yeah, just popped in to say hello to you, Pa. I'm away. Oh, okay. Well, Mr. Sayers, I don't know whether you've been keeping up with the MRC chat. Bobby's thrown himself in there. He misses us lot. He wants to have a little get-together. So we're looking at dates for different events up at Donington. That goes out to you P1 boys as well if you're listening. We're looking at different dates at Donington this year for possibly trucks, BTTCC or BTCC. Sorry, I'm adding an extra T in there. Far too much GTTCC going on in the head. So the trucks, the BTCC or the British GTs, one of those events up at Donington we're looking at getting ourselves into. Hopefully somewhere where it's all nice and warm and we can all sit around, chill out, t-shirts, have a few drinks, have a few laughs, that sort of thing. But yeah, it'd be nice to get us all together. So let's get ourselves in then. It looks like they are having a little one-shot qualifier, starting from the pits. Grim Reaper. So let's just pop out of this view. And we'll have a look. Come on, get me up to first. Oh, it is you. We'll have a look at some of these cars then. So the little scrunky Audi Quattro. Not the original size. The originals were a little bit longer. The rally versions were chopped down by about a foot, I think. Send him. Ah, there you go. So plenty of aero on that one. Plenty of four-wheel drive as well. Plenty of power on the Audi. Ice Chand. Nissan Skyline. Standard livery on for that one. Again, not expecting many liveries tonight, to be honest, if drivers are picking different cars. The mid-engines Renault V6 Beast. Sounds quite throaty, that thing. Oh, Escort Cozzy. Great big wing on the back. Nice, looking good. The Monster Energy livery all over that one. Another Skyline for, who's that, Pilgrim? It is Pilgrim. Wait. It's got all the decals up the bonnet there, look. JBL. KHS, he'll have them all. Sounds a bit quiet though, doesn't it, for a Nissan Skyline? R32. Old school Subaru Impreza. Again, four-wheel drive. Boxer engine in this thing. Sits flat, so the pistons fire out sideways. Another Scooby. Back with the Audi. What's that thing? What are you in, Apache? Oh yeah, the Supra. Meth Heads hooligan livery. So, no, that's not what you're meant to be doing. Let's have a look at these qualifying times then. If they're even... Oh, they've done an out lap, starting their hot laps now. So, tricky few corners here at Lago Maggiore. You can see they're on racing hard tyres as well, so not the best of grip. They have got catch-up and slipstream on, so the catch-up obviously if you crash into the wall and get left behind, your car travels a bit faster, accelerates a bit quicker. Can catch you out though, obviously, if you're at the back of the pack trying to close the gap to the front of the pack and you don't realise you're doing 10 or 15 miles an hour faster than you were on the previous lap. It could catch you out coming into the corners and just make you crash more. So you have to be really aware that that's going to happen. Supra with a Pagani engine in it. Nice. You boys gone mental with these things. Smoke. He's going to die. Where is this thing? There it is. Doesn't look very quick. Again, bops on, so they should all be very, very similar in terms of power. Obviously, we don't want anybody disappearing in a stupidly fast car. So, a couple of corners to go then. We'll start to, well, it's one corner to go for Mockin. We'll see these times come in. Sounds good, does that little Renault? You having a 10-minute qualifier? What are you doing? What's going on here? Boy's still putting the laps in. Lap time's coming in though. Oh, quick switch on from Pilgrim. Obi sending the Cosworth. He's got top spot as it stands. 204.9 then in the Cosy. Mocking Weeks just pushed down to second in that Renault. Pilgrim third in the Nissan. We've got Manny fourth in the Subaru. Captain Pugwash fifth with all the aero. Nice Chand in sixth. Apache in seventh. Okay, so this is final laps, a 2-lap qualifier, I think. Tyre Slayer at the back at the moment in eighth. Can anyone unsee Obi then for this first race? He's not that much quicker than Mockin. Nearly 3/4 of a second faster than Pilgrim behind him though, so it might just be between Mockin and Obi. We'll see. Oh, carrying a bit too much speed through there, Mockin. Yeah, tricky circuit, Largo Maggiore. Some fast sections, some very slow sections, tricky corners. That's not the line. Ooh, Mockin Weeks pulls over. So it is going to be Obi on top spot there. Mockin Weeks slowing down, so that takes him out of the equation in terms of the race for the top spot. Pilgrim stays third. Mockin just comes across the line backwards for that second position. Manny stays in fourth. Captain Pugwash goes quicker into fourth himself, pushes Manny down a position. Nice Chan just round this final bend. Somebody just in front of him actually. Scooby, what did Scooby put in? He put in a 6th, Ice Chance 7th. Tyre Slayer up towards the line. Oof, jumps up a couple of positions into 6th then. So that is grid positions for race 1. Obi on pole, Mockin 2nd, Pilgrim 3rd. There they are. Obi 1st, Mockin 2nd, Pilgrim 3rd, Captain Pugwash in 4th, Manny 5th, Tyre Slayer 6th, Apache in 7th and Ice Chand in 8th. Again, just a bit of fun tonight, just having a laugh. Old school 80s and 90s classics. A traitor. What's going on? Did he change car and not tell you? Did you two come up with a cunning plan? And Apache's let you down. So, here we go then, Largo Maggiore for race 1. Everyone's found the horn. Everyone's found the horn for race 1. Lights go on then. Can they all make it round at turn 1? Oh, we've got a false start from Pilgrim, I think. Yes, we have. Oh, avoiding action. Oh, he gets off the line now. That could have been chaotic. Look at that Audi firing up there, dropping its nose as it lunges up the inside. Trying to drive around the outside of Mockin Weeks through there. Tricky corner. Again, racing hards on for these boys. Not the grippiest of tyres. These cars obviously not the best in terms of aero or slipstream. Absolutely sideways for Pugwash. He's in the rally car. It doesn't matter. He's on the grass. Keep thrashing it. Apache round that final corner then. Must have got it wrong somewhere himself. So Obi leads then. Mockin 2nd. Manny sticks one up the inside of Tyre Slayer for 3rd. They are having a little bit of a battle running back up the hill. Pilgrim up the rear end of Manny, shoving him down towards this corner. There is the Audi of Pugwash in 6th. He's made up another position almost, has he? Has he got past Ice Chand? Yes, he has. Ice Chand in the Scooby. Apache in the Pagani engined Supra. Oh, look at the power he's carrying down there though. Slipstream behind, almost jumps it over the brow of the hill, and Slipstream behind Ice Chand allowed him to fire himself up the inside through the hairpin. Nice. Chan tries to get back at him though. Back up front, the race for first is on. Manny up the inside of Mocking Weeks. Oh, contact! A little bit of ding dong in there. It's almost 3 wide coming down into this corner. Manny sticks one up the inside of Pilgrim. Gets it loose through there. He's taking a shortcut. Cheat. Blocking off any attack from Pilgrim, but he's gone a bit wide through there. Pilgrim just sticks one up the inside, takes the apex a little bit later, and gives him the horn for good measure. Manny comes back at him again. Slipstream is on strong, catch up is on as well, so these drivers at the back will come into the frame very, very quickly, maybe a little bit too quickly in some instances. Look at Captain Pugwash sticking that Audi around that corner. Race in front still kicking off as well. Obi still leads. You can hear them having to feather the throttles around here. The car's just not gripping up like they want. Obi and Mockin then bumper to bumper heading down towards the hairpin at the bottom. Where are you going, Captain Pugwash? I know it's a rally car. Gets one past Pilgrim, chasing down Manny now. Absolutely sideways in that Audi. Look at the ground clearance it's got as well. Look, probably drive over half of these cars if it wasn't for that front splitter. Looks good though. They're all vying for Slipstream down here. Who've we lost? We're a couple of drivers off the back of this pack. There's Tyre Slayer. Nice. Chand Apache a long way down. So what is he? 11 seconds down. Let's see what sort of speed he's hitting as he runs down here with that catch up on. 155, 6, 7, 8, 160, 165. Oh, about 167 by the time he braked. As it takes a second out of those drivers in front. So Mockin has made a move for the lead. Into first he goes. Real good ding dong there between those two. Manny, Pilgrim and Captain Pugwash trying to close that gap up. Nice. Chand as well has managed to drag himself onto the back end of these boys in front, dragging Tyre Slayer with him. So it is just Apache, makes up another second. That's that catch up on. Again, it's just got to be aware of it. It's going to be carrying more speed into the corners and it can just make you make those few extra mistakes. No, Mockin gets a turn one far too deep. Obi comes back through to take that position off him. Pilgrim says, yeah, I'll have some of that as well. These two, Manny and Captain Pugwash, seem to be sliding past each other on almost every corner and swapping positions. No, who's that? That's Pilgrim that's just pinned it into the wall. He's had the rear end of his Skyline go round. Going to have Apache chasing him down. Somebody else going sideways down here. Here, tyres squealing all over the place. Getting racing hard, so they're going to squeal. Pretty much just going around a corner, I think. So Pilgrim then 5 seconds off the back of the pack. Now got an Apache to push him around if he doesn't go for the overtake first. These two will slowly close up on the rest of the field. Big gap then up front. Obi. That mistake from Mocking Weeks has just opened that field right at 1.5 second lead at the minute. Again, catch up and Slipstream is on. These gaps will come down. They're all on the same straight at least at the moment. Mocking Weeks in second then. Manny in third. Tyre Slayer fourth. Nice. Chand in fifth. Captain Pugwash in sixth. Oh no. Nice. Chand getting a very poor exit out of there. Captain Pugwash coming through. Look, stop it. No penalties, obviously. Nice. Chand sixth. Pilgrim in 7th. Almost onto the back end. Where's Apache? There he is. So pretty much all drivers on the same corner. That's what the catch-up does. You can see that 1.4 second gap that Obi had is absolutely disappeared. Mocking Weeks then goes for the slingshot past. Gets his break in right this time though. Sticks himself back into that first place. They do get a little bit loose coming out of these corners. Look at that. Captain Pugwash just making that Audi do exactly what he wants. Yeah, alright. I'll come up the inside then. Oh, get the rally car going. Go on, full tilt. He's at the back. Doesn't lose too much time though. Captain Pugwash keeps himself well within range of Apache and a couple of drivers in front. So the field split then into 2 packs of 4 at the minute. Mocking Weeks leading the way. Manny now looking for second position. Gets it up the inside into the S's, but Obi pressing hard. Looking for a different line on the way out of these S's. Everybody steering across the track, trying to pick up that little bit of tow. Thrashing the life out of these 80s, 90s. Stop it, Tyre Slayer. Obi trying to get around the outside then. Side by side, who can carry the speed round? A little bit loose there for Obi. And he's got the inside line, but it's going to have to run him slow through there. Gives Obi the inside line into this next turn. And he retakes that second. I don't know though. Oof, just saw the wing of, say deep there for Obi. That's just left the door wide open for Manny to come through. Swerving across the track then, trying to drop the toe for that driver behind. Again, I don't know why catch up is on, so Mocking Weeks again a little bit deep into turn 1. Obi follows him a little bit deep through there as well. Everybody bunched up now. Obi gets a swap on. Pilgrim gets a swap on. Pilgrim managed to gather it up a little bit quicker. Obi drops himself to 4th with that mistake. He's got Captain Pugwash trying to scoop him up with that Audi behind him. Yeah, it does keep it nice, close racing, that's for sure. And, you know, even on the hard tyres, I've got to say, boys. All right, Captain Pugwash has, you know, I've probably seen him off the track more than we have on. And Ice Chan's got more dents on his door than anybody. Tyre Slayer. No, stop dead into a tyre wall. It's got all the damage, front end damage, engine damage. That thing's wrecked then for a few seconds. Back to the front, Mocking Weeks then, still leading but being chased down by a pair of Japanese contenders. We've got the Subaru and we've got the Nissan. Oh, we've got the Escort coming up the inside and giving Manny a tag on the wing, sent his rear end round a bit. Obi says, yeah, I didn't see that. That's what he did. Yeah, Captain Pugwash slinging that thing sideways into these corners. Looks pretty rapid on acceleration, but maybe not so hot. Oh, Pilgrim taking shortcuts. Maybe not so hot on traction. Sideways traction at least. So all just kicked off up front. Obi's gone for an absolute... Oh, Jesus Christ, Pilgrim. Obi's gone for an absolute move on Mocking. There they go, across the line. Obi just taking the win, absolutely side by side with Mocking as they came across the line. Pilgrim 3rd, then Captain Pugwash in 4th. We've got Apache in 5th, Ice Chan 6th, Manny in 7th, and poor Tyre Slayer getting dumped into the tyre wall. Almost bent that poor Subaru in half. Unfortunately, that puts him in 8th. But yeah, some good racing there, even with the... Nice, you like that? You like that, do you? Lapierre. Let me put some light on it. You might be able to see it a bit better. Boom. There you go. Lapierre. Beast. DH World Cup Championship Yeah. Full beast 27.5-inch downhill bike right there. But yeah, stewards. Yeah, well, I'm agreeing with you there, Manny. I think there was all sorts of little dinks and cheats and shortcuts and stuff. But obviously, you boys have set the lobby up with no penalties on. Right, so race 1 done and dusted. In fact, let's just have a quick look at positions. There they are, and it's going to be a reverse grid of those positions for race 2, which wheel of doom. All right, it's going to happen. It's spinning. All right, Tokyo Central. That's what it is. Tokyo Central, race 2. Yeah, they gave me the choice. They let me pick the tracks. Idiots. So we should see a lobby change soon. Yeah, good racing. Again, you know, that actually, even though there was cars off all over the place and backwards and stuff, it actually looked like cleaner racing than some of the other events that some of the other leagues and these boys put on. Do you know what I mean? Because it was all tight and close. Okay, there was cars backwards and sideways and stuff like that, but in general, that was pretty good. So, Tokyo Central for race 2. There's not much to this one. It's quite open, but there is, it's full speed really. Is there anybody out on track yet? Yes. But I wanted this one because it's, let me put the nonsense on, you'll see the track map. Top corner, you can see it's a lot of sort of fast straights coming into some corners, and I wanted to vie for position. I want them all swapping over and then crashing into each other into corners like this. And Captain Pugwash, I'm going to say clean your windscreen. Give your car a wash, boy. Just saw the dirt on the windscreen as we came into the sun then. Yeah, so all these corners with the catch-up on and the slipstream and the drivers being very close together, bouncing off the walls, I just thought it might be a bit of fun for the lads. So yeah, that's why I've chose this one. Whereabouts are you, Mr. Hepburn? You're up north. You do a bit of riding, I know that. Whereabouts? Might have to come up and harass you and kick somebody out of a spare room or something for us to come up and then Fort Billet or something. Because we do like a Fort William, my friend. We do like a bit of Fort William. Inners, we've not done much of Inners really. We could do another session at Inners. But yeah. That's my original sport, that is. Started off on cross country, started off riding just hundreds of miles on a cross country bike, solid forks, no suspension, miles and miles. And then what happened? Foot and mouth happened. That's what happened. Foot and mouth happened, so we couldn't go out into the country. So we ended up riding the cities on cross country bikes, which ended up eventually snapping things because cross country bikes aren't designed for concrete. And they just got bigger and bulkier and fatter and, you know, stronger. And then all of a sudden it was like, I've got suspension front to rear now. I'm going to go and throw myself down a mountain. And that was it. That was it. I'm hoping everybody, if you haven't, I will suggest go watch Red Bull Hardline from this weekend in Tasmania. And also in July when it comes to Wales. Me and the boys are on about going to go and spectate, spend a few days down there. Maybe take the bikes, do a couple of days at Bike Park Wales or somewhere like that while we're down there. But yeah, definitely go and see the Red Bull Hardline in Wales in July. But go and check out all the stuff on YouTube. I've watched all the run-up, I've watched all the channels, the Bernard Kerrs, your Matt Jones, your Moi Moi TV, new Theo Erlingsson, funny guy. Big shout out to all the boys out there. In fact, big shout out to the Red Bull team as well, because god damn, that's a setup. And sponsor me if you want. Yeah, not to ride bikes for this. Not good enough for Red Bull to ride bikes. Has Ice had to disappear and buy a car? He's left the room and come back. And then he's left the room and come back again. Boys just getting a couple of... Oh, no, they're not. I was going to say, the boys are just getting a few minutes practice in, but literally, as I say that, the race is about to start. So it is going to be a reverse grid from race positions of the previous race. Again, it's all for fun. It's just a mess about. There's no points. So here we go then, the tight... should be, hopefully, a bit of fun for these boys. Tokyo Central. Nowhere to run off, just nothing but concrete and steel. So there's not going to be much left of these cars by the end of it, I can see. Certainly going to have to visit a body shop. Look at the drive that Skyline had off the line, and the Audi. Both getting past the Supra. Audi then into the lead. Oh, Captain Pugwash gets a bit loose through there. There's flashing lights. There's a bit of bumping and a barging. There's some tagging going on between these boys. There's nowhere for them to go. They're almost 3 wide coming down there. Let's get ourselves in the thick of it. We've got a Toyota Corolla in front. That thing came out of nowhere from Apache. Look at it. Look at it. What have you got in that thing? It's an absolute hoonigan, that thing. Doesn't go around corners very well, but you know. Sorry, Ice. Don't mean to laugh, but there goes Pilgrim. He's made a mistake as well somewhere. So Apache leads in his... Is it a Corolla? I think it is. Let me see the badge on the front. All right, let me flick that round a bit. Yeah. What's it say on the hood there? It's a Honda. Well, there you go. It's a little Civic. No, Pugwash into the wall. Tyre sleigh goes through. Again, the hard tyres. Oh. Hard tyres, just catching them out. Carry a lot of speed down this circuit. Again, there's absolutely nowhere to go when you do get it wrong, so it just means a slide into the wall. They are carrying some fast speed down here though. Tricky corner. Right in the turns then. Manny barges his way past Pilgrim. Cosworth finding the wall on the exit. Pilgrim sending Manny a little bit into the wall. Oh, screw it, I'll send Pugwash as well, he says. Everyone getting sent. Send him. Pilgrim the sender. Oh, a bit of braking from... See? Pilgs has gone for the full-on Fafo at the minute, I think. There you go. Everybody's driving Fafo. You should know what that is by now. So the Civic just running away with it at the minute, even with catch-up and slipstream on. 2.4 seconds, because the... I didn't realise Obi had stuck himself in a Mercedes-Benz 190E, my friend, with a great big wing on the back. What a beast. Love these things. All about the Benz 190. In second place, out of the thick of it, Captain Pugwash as well has managed to make a little bit of a break. Somebody's backwards at the back of the pack. I think it's Ice Chand. Look at the speed they're carrying down here. These cars would have been falling to bits about now back in the day. Tyre Slayer, a little bit lonely at the minute, but these boys a bit close. Maybe not close enough to go for any kind of punch-up at the minute. Although Pilgrim's involved, so he could just end up using a wall coming around this corner. They really don't like going around these turns, do they? They need a bit more, maybe 2 more lanes for that drift to work. Oh, bumper to bumper heading down there. There is Ice Chand then. He's got it backwards again somewhere. He's pressing that thing, trying to close the gap up. 8.6 seconds down at the minute. 4 minutes into race 2 here then. And Apache just have you taken the Pagani engine out of that Supra and stuck it in this? Is that what you've done? I bet you have, haven't you, you maniac? Captain Pugwash has got himself past the Benz 190. So it's Big Spoiler versus Big Spoiler then versus Big Spoiler. Pugwash being helped along the road by P1RCs. I don't know whether he needs it, to be honest. Catch up on, slipstream on. No, they do need it. They're nearly 5 seconds behind Apache. What's he got? Someone's given him a like Falcon 9 rocket or something that he's managed to wangle into that Civic. It is on fire on the rear quarter, so that could be the rocket motor. Oh. Stop it. It's on fire. It could be. He could have bypassed SpaceX and nicked a Falcon 9 engine or something. Whatever they're called. Raptors, aren't they? That's what he's got. He's nabbed one. You can hear the tyre squealing every time he puts his foot on the throttle. So the little Civic stomping it away. 4.4 seconds up the road. Captain Pugwash in second. Obi not close enough to give him a shove this time. Absolutely sideways through there for Pugwash. Obi third. Mocking in fourth then. Another Civic. Pilgrim in fifth. Is that the Toyota GT thing? Tyre Slayer, that thing looks loose as anything. Ice Chand's got himself back in the fight though. Closing up on Ice Chand. And there is Manny at the back of the pack now in that Cosworth, but closing up. Many visits to the paint shop after this for all the drivers, I think. Look at this. Apache, 6.6 seconds up the road. Someone ban him. The two Germans having a punch-up then. Audi versus Mercedes. Audi's not playing... Oh! The GT86 has just gone for an impromptu visit into the pits. Mocking in third then. Here comes Ice Chand. That thing is quick, but it just doesn't seem to go around corners very well. Manny in that Cosworth in sixth. Tyre Slayer using the wall. Pilgrim again just getting shunted into pit lane there. Gets himself on the back of the pack, but 7.5 minutes into race 2. 2.5 minutes left here. Nobody is going to catch Apache. Nobody. fire about 3 pistons out the bonnet of the top of that thing. Pugwash holding second. Look at Ice Chand. He crashed early on. Already vying for second. As he tries to get past that big aerodynamic wedge of an Audi of Captain Pugwash. Look at this. Oh, look at them all peeling through there, trying to keep out the wall, keep out of each other. But nobody's catching Apache. I'm sure Pilgrim and Tyre Slayer have got some beef. I'm sure of it. Mocking Weeks is going to try and separate them, but they're liking using a bit of that wall. I'm not calling cheat on it, but you lot can call cheat on it if you want. Smashing it into the wall like that. Look at the damage down the side, look. It's like NASCAR. Oh, Apache's been into the wall then. Picked up a little bit of damage, but still got 4.5 second lead. Car repaired now then. These boys still vying for that second. Ice Chan goes for the move now then. Captain Pugwash sticks himself into the slipstream. Here comes Obi. Pyong! That Mercedes coming around there like an absolute rocket. Manny under pressure from Pilgrim in the background as well, side by side, coming up to this next turn. Everybody using a bit of wall around there. Seems to be fastest line for a lot of these drivers. Obi gets tagged, he gets nudged into the wall a little bit. Nice Chan trying to make a break for it now though, but still got these. Oh, I was going to say, I thought that was Captain Pugwash getting it all wrong, but he does like to drive that thing sideways. Pilgrim's managed to wall ride his way into third at the minute. Captain Pugwash trying to drive this car properly and keep it out of the walls. Driving it sideways around a lot of these turns, but the NASCAR effect working for some of these drivers though. Just using the wall to power it around the corners. Obi in the Mercedes in 5th, then Mockin 6th. Manny 7th, and there is Tyre Slayer almost onto the back end of the pack, but this is going to be final lap now then. So Apache has had that gap closed down. He's been into the wall again. He has now got Ice Chan just 3 seconds behind him. It's still quite a big gap. And they are still battling for these positions behind as well, so that's going to slow them down a little bit more. Oh, Pilgrim just catching the wall on the inside there. Shoves him right out to the outside. Obi. Love it. If you could do it, I can do it, he says. Screw it, so can I, says Captain Pugwash. They're all doing it, and there it is. They do cross the line, and it is Apache that takes that win. Only by a second in the end. Ice Chan managing to get that gap closed right down to him, taking second. Pilgrim taking third. Nope. Stop it. There it is, Apache taking that win then in the Civic. Ice Chand taking second. Pilgrim third, Obi in 4th. Captain Pugwash 5th. Tyre Slayer 6th. Manny 7th. And Mockin Weeks in 8th. There it is for race 2 then. Right, Wheel of Doom choice again. There it is, look, still there, still there. I've taken them off, look, I've taken them off. It's down to 5. Okay. Grand Valley Highway. Let's see what they think of that. Just read in the chat as well. Everyone complaining about the wall riding, but everyone was doing it. Nobody's innocent in that one. Nobody's innocent in that one. Four choices of track remaining then. Ooh. Everything was full. Grand Valley Highway, yeah, full, yeah. No short tracks. We don't do short tracks. What's the point in short tracks? Pugwash, it looks epic, brother. You've either race one, you were just using it as a rally car, and race two, it's just been sideways. It's phenomenal. I love it. But then don't launch it off this hairpin, all right? Don't do that. So yes, this is the track I've picked for. Well, it's one of the tracks I've picked, and the Wheel of Doom has selected it for race 3. It is Grand Valley Highway full, or Grand Valley Highway 1. It is the full sort of course, as many corners, a few nice straights on it as well, but a bit of chaotic in the middle, as you can see in that image in the middle. Might just cause them a little bit of trouble in those bendy, turny, windies. As you can see, these things on the racing hards don't like going around corners quite as much as the racing softs. So another 10 minutes here. Again, it's going to be another reverse grid from those positions. So it's going to put Mocking Weeks at the front. Manny second, Tyre Slayer third, Captain Pugwash fourth, Obi fifth, Pilgrim sixth, Ice Chan seventh, and Apache at the back. Again, so I did try to choose tracks that aren't very often. I don't cover them very often anyway, whether you boys race them or pick the lobbies or, you know, the tracks and just have a thrash round. I don't see them. So I've kind of gone for the ones that you don't see or don't race very often. Look at all those seals. Just as a bit of a change to, you know, break it up from your Spas and your Bergs and things like that, which everyone races. So the random ones. But we'll see how they get on here in these 80s, 90s Boy Racer Classics. Two minutes till race 3 start then. We've got the police out on track. Oof. Lamborghinis today. Where's the cop car? That's it. Is it Mocking that's in the cop car? No, it's Apache. Where's Apache? Why didn't I see Apache? There he is. It's the Fuzz in a rusty old Cosworth. It's been left out in the rain a little bit too long, that one. And it still doesn't like going around corners. Again, the fact I'm keeping the tracks private, I've not told anyone which tracks. They've had no chance to practice, and again, because I've picked these completely random off the wall tracks that you don't see very often, they're not going to have had the time on them anyway, so race 3 just about to get underway then. Mocking Week's given us the call. See how Captain Pugwash gets on in the Audi today. Wow, those grid positions look way off. It looks like P3 is way ahead of P2, but I think it's just the camera angle. So here we go then, race 3, Grand Valley Highway. Another 10 minutes here. Have the boys remembered the corners. Mocking Week's leading the way in the Cozzy then. Being chased down by the 2 Subarus in second and third. Japanese getting a run on him. The Audi trying to push its way through. We've got 1 Subaru backwards doing donuts. The Audi just driving around the outside of everybody. Captain Pugwash then slots himself into the lead of the race early on. Mocking Week's in second. We've got the other Cozzy of Obi-Wan slotted itself into third position. Tyre Slaver in a Subaru in fourth. Obi. Stop it. Oh, everyone's off. I said not to ramp it off that hairpin, Captain Pugwash. Not to, right? I thought you said go, Bo, go. No. I said no, Bo, no. Alright? So, doesn't look like they've had the practice here, does it? Because none of them know the track. They're all off all over the place. Mocking Week's then managing to keep it up front. Apache in his Cosworth, chasing him down. No blue lights, but on the hunt for first position. Pilgrim getting a little bit deep through there. Everybody firing themselves off. Tyre Slayer off again. So Obi into third then. It's Cosworth, first, second and third. Pilgrim in the Skyline in fourth. We've got the wedge of an Audi in fifth. Manny in sixth in the first of the Subarus. Tyre Slayer 7th in the second of the Subarus, and Ice Chand in the Sierra Cosworth trying to close that gap up. They were also beasts, very, very popular with the thieves and the burglars back in the day. Oof, yeah, hard tyres still catching drivers out. I heard something about those Sierra Cosworths that they were stolen that frequently that people were almost stopped buying them. Ford had to drop the price by $5,000 to entice people back into purchasing them. But they were still getting nicked no matter what you did. Cozzy's then battling it out for first. We've lost the cops. There's the cops in fourth. Got a little bit of a break then. The Skyline of Pilgrim trying to force the Fords all apart. Obi, everybody getting that turn wrong. The cops make it through cleanly, send some of those barriers into the middle of the track as well. That might cause chaos. Look at this Pugwash driving that thing like an absolute lunatic and loving it by the sounds of it in the chat. Doesn't matter whether they're going into the walls. The cops get a nudge. Captain Pugwash gets a nudge. Position swapped again. Manny into the lead then in the Subaru. Skyline in second. Apache in third. Mocking Week's fourth. Oh, Pugwash, Tyre Slayer sideways off track. Look at these things bouncing around all over the place. Obi slots his way into sixth. Ice Chand in the Sierra Cozzy. That thing just does not steer. He went round a corner then. Well, he tried to go round a corner then, but the car said no. Watch. The car said no. That's how you've got to drive it, mate. Tail happy, that's the only way. Pilgrim then's bullied his way through to the front, being chased by the cops of Apache. Subaru bullying the cops, leaving the car meet. Out of the tunnel then. Obi in fourth. Tyre Slayer fifth. Captain Pugwash in sixth. Mocking Week's seventh. Look at the damage all over these things. Ice Chand regrets picking that car. I think it's yeah, it's an absolute dog. It does not want to turn corners. It just losing him time corner after corner, unfortunately. So 4.5 minutes in, Pilgrim leads. And he going for a shortcut. He's managed to keep control of it. Obi's gone through. Look, these corners, it's just catching them all out. Apache gets that one wrong. Carrying far too much speed into it at the end of the straight. Ice Chand maybe wondering if he'd made too many modifications to his car. Look at it, just doesn't want to turn. So absolute mayhem and chaos still kicking off up front. Pilgrim still leads. Manny second. Mockingweek's in third. Obi in fourth. Tyre Slayer fifth. Police chasing them all down in sixth. They really don't like going around corners with those racing hards on. Captain Pugwash goes around almost every corner sideways. The fast ones for sure. So he looks to try and close that gap up on those drivers in front. And Ice Chan spitting bullets out the side of his Sierra. On board with Mockingweek's in third then. I thought he was going to go for a move on Manny, but he just using the bump draft to close up on Pilgrim in front. Pilgrim late brakes, can't see anything with that whale tail up. Pilgrim late brakes to try and defend from Manny, and they both end up going very deep and off track. Puts Mockin back into the lead of the race, being chased by Obi now in second. Oh, Mockin runs it off track a little bit there, slows down. Obi closes up. Again, deep through that hairpin. Everyone struggling through that one. Again, we have got Slipstream on strong and catch up on, so the drivers at the back will be travelling a little bit faster. They do struggle around some of these corners with those racing hards on. Coming to these corners absolutely sideways, and they try and get the power out on the way out, and that's the result, unfortunately. Ice Chand has actually given up on this race. Oh, no, he hasn't. No, he hasn't. He did. He chucked himself in the pits, but he's back out. Maybe he accidentally sent himself into the pits. It's possible. It's possible. Mockingweek's through a corner without taking a chunk of wall. Look at this, the three Cozzies back to back again. Mockin, Obi, Apache. Eight minutes in. Obi looking for a bit of a move. Mockin's gone slightly defensive. Obi carries the speed past. Is it too much speed? A little bit. Mockin carries the inside line round. Obi's got the inside line through this next turn though, but Mockin holds it round the inside through this next one. On the run down towards the hairpin, he'll have the inside as well. That was a great angle, PlayStation. Why didn't you keep it on that one? Sods. So he does regain that top spot then. Obi in second. Apache under pressure from that great big winged Audi. And the front end of this thing lifts and raises like you wouldn't believe on the throttle. So Manny closing up. Oh, Pilgrim gets it wrong in the background. He's had that thing backwards. Tyre Slayer goes through. Can't even get it pointed in the right direction at the minute, Pilgrim. doesn't want to go round that corner. There you go. That's a kick in the teeth for him. He's still got plenty of time over Ice Chan though. He's a full minute back. Watkins, Cozzy then still up front. 9 minutes and 40 seconds. Obi looking for a way past though. Really pressing that second Cozzy for a way through. A little bit nudged wide there. Lockie Weeks picking up a bit of dirt. Captain Pugwash looking for a way through as well. Those big spoilers on the front of that Audi. Keeping the front end of that thing on the ground. Oh dear. Captain Pugwash, that's not the line. Captain Pugwash. Pugwash, the line's down here, Pugwash. See where everyone else... here's the line, Pugwash. He still missed it. So, what could have been a third for Pugwash is not. So, Obi takes the win. Mockin takes second. Manny comes home in third. Apache takes fourth. Tire Slayer fifth. Pilgrim takes sixth. Captain Pugwash still not across the line yet for seventh. Then he finally gets it across the line backwards for seventh. Where's Ice Chan? Here he comes a long way down. I'm going to make a prediction here. I don't think Ice Chan's going to be in that car for the next race. I don't think. I think he might even sell this car immediately. But at least he finishes the race and takes that final position. 8th place then for Ice Chan. And he did take a visit into the pits. Not that he could have done anything because it's hard tyres only. So not like he needed to pick up fuel either. So there are results for race 3. Obi taking the win. Mock in second. Manny in third. Apache in fourth. Tire Slayer fifth. Pilgrim sixth. Captain Pugwash getting it all wrong right at the end for 7th. And Ice Chan in 8th. Right. Wheel of Doom. Puggers says thank you. No worries, Puggers. Wheel of Doom. Right, okay, look. There's only 4 left on there. Look, can you see? There's only 4 colours. Right, so I've been taking them off. I've been cheating. Oh, you lucky sods! Oh, you lucky... Oh. Look how flat that line is. Right, look how much. Oh, you don't want to know what's in the blue. You don't want to know what's in the blue. If it comes up, you're gonna hate me. So, next race is gonna be from here. Boom. Autopolis or Autopolis. I don't quite know how you pronounce it, but no, don't close it. You need that. We lost the driver. Yeah, Ice Chan's disappeared. He's gone to ram that Sierra Cosworth back into PlayStation's oblivion. Slayer being a girl. So again, another track we don't see often. Some decent straights, some wibbles and some wobbles going on. Opportunities for people to go off-roading. All of it. Alright, I think we just wait for Ice Chan to get back in the room if he's coming. I hope so. But again, I will say, even, you know, there's been absolute chaos in some of these races with drivers hitting the walls and stuff like that. it's been some decent racing. I'm sure you lot have had a whale of a time in those things. So next race at, what did he say, 10 past, so we've got a good 5 minutes to wait for that one. That might be last race of the night. I don't know. By the time it's done, probably. Oh, why is my desk so loose? Why has that all suddenly started moving? It's weighed down with like tons of stuff. Random. Yeah, some good racing there. Again, hopefully we see Ice Chan back in the room. He's probably outside with a baseball bat, smashing that Sierra to bits. What's that you've got? Lancer Evo. Whoa. Mr. Pugwash is not going to hand back the keys to that Audi at all. He's keeping hold of that. The car he's been in all night. He said it's been a thrash, it's been fun, so why not keep hold of it? As we've seen, it's been sideways more than it's been forward, I think. So, can we get a lap on here? Where are you? Perfect timing. Or not. You practicing for this race to make sure you cross the line before you rip the handbrake up there, tyre slayer. Okay, we'll go for a lap with P1 Apache into turn 1. Absolutely blind turn 1 until you can physically see it. You can't see the apex until you're literally on top of it. A little bit of a kink to the right then, down towards this 90-degree right-hander. Couple of little lefts here, just have to watch yourself, don't want to run out too wide on that central part. Down to a little right-hand hairpin here. Again, so some slow speed sections that'll catch them all out and they'll all bunch back up. And a couple of sort of semi-high speed sections where they'll be able to thrash and make moves down into the corners at the bottom, hopefully. We'll see. A little bit of a straight then down here. I say straight, it's got a slight kink to the right. Almost hairpin at the top of the hill. Again, just on the brow as well, so it just loses all traction as you come over the top. You might see some of these backwards. Down the hill then, 90-degree almost at the bottom of the hill. Again, easy to run wide on this one. Whoa, just like that. Running all the way around that curve if you can. Again, just wants to push you out wide. Same for this one. Same for this turn as well. Everything just wants to push you out to the outside of the circuit as you run around these last few corners. Got to be real careful on the throttle then with these things on these hard tyres. Last couple of turns again, off camber, over the brow, just wants to push you out wide, completely the wrong line on the exit. And then into that final turn, back onto the start-finish straight. So yeah, tricky one, Autopolis or Autopolis, depending how you want to say it. Apache off at turn 1. Captain Pugwash sideways in the rally car. Looks like a hoot, that thing. Maybe we need a league of those on the road. It'd make for good viewing, I can imagine that. 8 or 9 of these things all sideways and backwards around the circuit. Not the rally tracks. The rally tracks are they're just not quite got that bit right yet. I don't think the rallies. Right, here we go then. 10 minutes here from Autopolis or Autopolis. We'll see how they get on into turn 1. Captain Pugwash is going to lead us down towards that blind corner. In fact, let's stick ourselves on with Obi at the back. Oh, it's a false start from him. He's jumped the gun off the line, gets left behind a little bit as everyone peels down towards that turn 1. Who makes it? Who doesn't? Captain Pugwash doesn't. I think he got rammed in the rear by Tyre Slayer. Is that him being a big girl's blouse? Is that what you were saying? So leading the way is Tyre Slayer. What's he in? What did you pick? Subaru? Oh, that's not the line, Obi. Come on, get the right camera angle, you moron. Oh, Tyre Slayer got that one all wrong. Absolutely loose as a goose around some of these turns. Come on, Pugwash, get that thing back up to speed. Manny then leads the way, but oh, not for long. Mocking Weeks in the next Civic. Sorry, he's not in the Civic. He's in the Subaru, not Subaru Impreza. What's he in? Mitsubishi Evo Lancer. That's what he's in. Sticks his way past his rival, the Subaru. There was a big rivalry between these two in the back in the day between Subaru and Mitsubishi. Always preferred the Mitsubishi myself. So leading the way at the minute is Mocking Weeks in that Mitzi. Got Manny in the Subaru in second. Pilgrim and that tricky little Nissan in third. Obi in fourth. Ooh, Apache in fifth. He just runs himself off track a little bit. Captain Pugwash goes through to fifth. Apache sixth. Tyre Slayer after getting the first of the hairpins all wrong, trying to get this thing back up to speed, and we haven't got an ice chand for this final race. So Mocking pulled a bit of a lead out then, a full second as we head down towards this tricky turn. You can see, you can't even see the curb, can't see the curb, can't see the curb. Bam! That's not it, it's there. That was the outside curb, you can see. So yeah, very, very tricky corner to get right, that one. Lead drops then to half a second. Again, Slipstream is on strong, catch up is on as well. They're all on racing hard, so absolute shenanigans are afoot with these cars, because they do like to go a little bit sideways. You can see Captain Pugwash has made that one mistake. It's put him to the back of the pack. Bit of work for him to do then. Mocking leads. Subaru second. Pilgrim over that brow of the hill completely loosens up the traction coming over the top. Apache also in that Mitzi. Oh no, he's in the Mitzi livery in the Subaru Impreza. Cheeky sod. No puggers. Drive it like you stole it. Drive it like you stole it on tarmac. Oh, but he has managed to get past Tyre Slayer, who's made another mistake. Caught out a couple of times in that Subaru. Pilgrim then has managed to wangle his way up front. Obi-Wan chasing him down. Mocking Weeks making a great big mistake then. Still being harassed by Manny though, coming down this start-finish straight. Everybody getting that corner right this time. Top five go peeling through there. Mocking Weeks under pressure from Manny. He's got to wing up the inside down towards this 90-degree right. Does he get the braking right? Oh, they both almost catch up with Obi and send him. Late braking from the pair of them, battling for that corner. Mocking Weeks goes for a late brake, sticks one up the inside through the hairpin. Great move from him. Just got the throttle on the exit of that corner previously. It was enough to slingshot him forward past Manny. Manny being chased by other Supreza. Captain Pugwash still in 6th. Again, 5.1 down from that pack in front. Oh, somebody's off. Somebody's off. It was an Obi, I think. No, it's not. It was a Mockin. He was off track on the wrong side of the circuit. I couldn't see him out of Captain Pugwash's windows because he was on the wrong side of the car. So Mockin Weeks makes a great big mistake, then drops himself to 6th. He's now got Tyre Slayer chasing him down. Pilgrim having a bit of a easy ride at the front at the minute, 1.5 seconds. Obi, although he was running off track at the hairpin at the top of the hill, he's managed to keep the hammer down and hold on to that 2nd position. Manny in 3rd, Apache in 4th. He's right on the tail of him, heading down here. Manny and Apache both having a look at Obi. They've got past him as well. Mockin Weeks trying to get back in here as well. He sticks one up the inside almost of Captain Pugwash. Back on the same straight. There is Tyre Slayer as well, slowly closing up. Almost 3 wide into that turn. You can't do that, boys. Like illegal or something. Mockin Weeks goes for another slingshot up the inside. Look at that. He's gone from 6th to 4th in 2 corners. I'll say that Captain Pugwash just steals that 4th back off him around the hairpin. Great bit of racing though. Mockin's been doing some manoeuvres tonight. No, there is an Obi. Obi's got that turn wrong. He's had a swap on in that thing. Ended up in the wall. He drops himself to 7th then. A little way down from the pack. 3.6 seconds. We are 7 minutes into race 4 then. Pilgrim leads. 0.7 of a second. Having less of an easy ride now as Manny closes up on him. Captain Pugwash still under all sorts of pressure from Mockin Weeks. That Lancer Evo behind. 2 thoroughbred rally cars. Pugwash has a little look at Manny through these last couple of turns. Oh, he's got his wing up the inside through there. Won't benefit him on this next corner. Does carry good speed out of there, chases down Manny, goes for the inside line, heading down towards turn 1. Mockin slots himself in behind, looking for the toe. Decides he's going to get back behind Manny. Captain Pugwash does get through though. Oh, Mockin does also. Oh no, he doesn't. I thought he just got a wing up the inside of Manny, but he hasn't. Has to stay in 4th for the time being. Oh, Tyre Slayer. Tyre Slayer got shunted by Apache then, almost sent him off circuit. That gives Obi-Wan the chance to get back into the fight. No, there's a Captain Pugwash off circuit. Again, it's just kicking off everywhere. The catch-up, the slipstream, the hard tyres. Allowing positions to swap left, right and centre as we just watched Pilgrim lose the lead and Manny take that off him. Mockin Weeks sticks one up the inside. Look at this, they're all running really slow around that corner. Pilgrim gets back in front. Manny just regains 2nd. Mockin Weeks almost got that off him though. Tries to run a bit around the outside through there. Obi pushing hard then back into 4th. Tyre Slayer 5th. Apache 6th. Unfortunately, Captain Pugwash in 7th. Maybe this car and this track not quite combining as he'd want. 9 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. Most drivers are going to see another lap. Onto that start-finish straight then. Pilgrim runs himself a little bit wide on the exit into the grass. Mocking Weeks has got second. They are all across the line then for another lap. Mocking Weeks trying to drive around the outside of Pilgrim. Manny looking for a way past him as well. Final lap battle then. Oh, look at that by Mocking. But has it worked? Oh, he has to slam the brakes on. Allows Pilgrim to regain that position. Manny has to back off as well. Oh, hard on the brakes so as not to take out Pilgrim. Pilgrim's off track. Doesn't get that thing tail happy, not spinning round. Mocking Weeks trying to squeeze one up the inside, but he knows those hard tyres aren't going to make it work. Pressing him up towards this hairpin then. Got a little bit of a gap, has a tiny look up the inside of Pilgrim. Goes for the outside. Oh, he hasn't quite managed to get a wing up the inside as he runs down towards this 90 at the bottom. Pilgrim goes defensive this time. Trying to drive around the outside of him here. He's got the inside line into this next turn. Oh, there's a bit of contact there. Pilgrim looking not to get sent off track. He's still got the inside line coming through there. There he is. Mocking holds this one though. Almost off track. Sticks that car right in the middle of the circuit, giving nobody the opportunity to come through. Last corner then. It's the last corner for Pilgrim. See you, Pilgs. Oh, Manny might get it. He's got a good run. No. Mocking blocked him off enough. So he takes the win in that final race. Manny comes home in second. Obi third. Tyre Slayer fourth. Apache takes fifth. Captain Pugwash sixth. Pilgrim. What happened? Last corner, chaos. Just got it absolutely backwards and off he went into the wall. Oh dear. Right, there are results for Autopolis. I'll give them a quick shout. Do they want one more? What have they done? Got a couple more tracks if they want them. No, looks like that's it for now. Let's just see if they I hope you like my tracks. There you go. Nice choice of tracks from Pilgrim. Yeah, there you go. You see? You see? That's what I was after. Just a little bit different for you lot. Manny, you can do whatever the hell you like, right? Because you've put literally everything you can on there from the PlayStation Auto Select lobby. But there it is. There it is. That is the We Are Driven Boy Racer night done and dusted. So, yeah, my choice of tracks. They gave me free reign to pick whatever I want. You're lucky. Let me tell you what you had left. Let me tell you what you had left before you disappear, all right? You had, in the orange, was, come on, Yamajima and Miyabi combined. In the white, you see that, was Willow Springs, Streets of Willow. And the blue was a toss-up, right? Because the blue says Special Stage X on there. Oh, you were so close to getting it, and then Autopolis popped up. You lucky sods. But Special Stage X was a flop, because I didn't know whether you could stick these cars on the hard tyres, whether you had to buy them or something like that. So if we couldn't do Special Stage X, it was going to be Colorado Springs rally session. That was how I was going to run it. But yeah, I picked all my tracks last week. There they are on my list. And then I just stuck them all down on the Wheel of Doom on there and let it do its thing. So that was that Boy Racer Night done and dusted as we're booted out the lobby. But yes, I hope you lot enjoyed it. Again, just a bit of fun from the P1 boys in their mid-season break. We will return to normal programming next week. Not sure if the Mercedes C63s are running again. We cancelled them due to lack of numbers. I think we ended up with 5 or 6 drivers in one of the lobbies last week, or the week before, and it was a case of, look, until we get more drivers, let's just knock it on the head, because, you know, once you get 5 or 6 drivers spread out across a massive great track, it doesn't become racing, does it? It just becomes laps. So it doesn't become too much fun for them, it doesn't become too much fun for you, and, you know, I don't have much to chat about, because it's just, oh look, he's not crashed into a wall this lap. But if you've got no one to battle with, then it just makes it a little bit boring. So I'll keep you updated for that. I probably won't know until tomorrow night when it's actually supposed to be running. So I don't know, 5, 6 when I'm back from work, I'll give you a heads up if it's happening or not. But outside of that, we are back on Thursday with what have we got on Thursday? With the Toyota Corollas, the GR Sprints. So that's 3 10-minute races in the Toyota Corollas. And then back on Sunday night next week at 9 o'clock. No more boy racers, but we're back with the multi-class league, which is Toyota GR1s and GR3s on the same track. We've got Pro and Am drivers in teams, and they race both cars on track in the teams at the same time. So that's what we've got coming up. But again, I don't know if we've got the Mercedes running tomorrow. I'll let you know. But that's it from me tonight, people. I hope you've liked what you've watched. If you have, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. You know the game, all that sort of nonsense. I've lost subscribers, right, this week. I've gone from 714 to 711. So, if you know they are, I'm going to fill them in, all right? What are you doing? But yeah, that's going to be it from me tonight, people. I hope you've liked what you've watched. If you have, like, comment, subscribe. But most of all, you know what I want you to do. Tell your mates and tell your mums. My name's Dark Smoker. I'm out of here.